I want to see people's statuses, I will then retrieve the context and I choose when I get distracted. I don't just openly, willy-nilly get distracted. These algorithms are gonna do, they're gonna algorithm, okay? Hey guys, just another video that I wanted to share. Recently, I was just advising someone very close to me about how I have ruthlessly managed my focus because I know what distracts me, right? And we are in a time where we need to be very irritated when something distracts you. And you also need to know what are your distractions, what are your triggers that ultimately make you lose focus. With all the social media, with all the gadgets, with all the noise, the news, the chats on WhatsApp, on whatever platform you are using, we can really lose focus on meaningful, deep work when we are always on those things. I notice for myself, what helps me is that in the morning is when I do my best work. And if I don't have my cell phone around me and just anything that will allow me to stop what I'm doing in terms of my focus work, whether I need to stand up and go get water or I need to stand up and get a fruit or something, a snack, I make sure I have those things around me, surrounding me when I'm busy doing that. So because this was becoming a problem for me last year, I actually made a conscious decision to delete all my contacts, okay? So if you know me, you're probably watching this, you'll be like, how? I save all my contacts through a VCF file. So when I do need people's numbers, I can retrieve them. However, I decided to delete my contacts from my phone because I couldn't work around the design of WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is a communication line between family, between colleagues and friends. And sometimes people in your contacts that you do have are people that are just updating us on everything and anything. People can be updating us with 50 photos at a time, okay? Or sharing with us their comments and their whatever. And for me, because even though WhatsApp has a feature that says mute updates, but that feature you can't miss it because you also can click on it and then look at the muted contacts. So for me, at the end of the day, these apps are designed for you just to be hooked. So if you are struggling with a distraction or a trigger throughout your day that takes you away from meaningful work, you need to make a decision on what you need to do to ruthlessly fight against that. If it's not a problem for you and you can manage it, good for you. But I have seen that even with myself, I've needed to be a bit extra just to allow myself to focus. And when I want to see people's statuses, I will then retrieve the context and then I choose when I get distracted. I don't just openly, willy-nilly get distracted. So this is just about focusing on meaningful work during a time that works best for you. Do great, meaningful work. Because some of us, let's be honest, if we are being distracted, we tend then to lose the focus that we initially had and the energy and what we wanted to say, because now we were able to go on one screen and we went to the internet and went to WhatsApp. Our brains are just not that great. We need to lock them in. You need to lock your brain in for it to do its most meaningful work. And I've noticed that when I'm locked in, I have no phones, I have nothing distracting me, I'm able to do work that I'm ultimately at the end of the day proud of. If you're somebody who has been struggling and wondering why, even though I have put in a time in my calendar, I've silenced my phone, I've muted my contacts, and that doesn't seem to be working for you, and we are halfway through the year now, it's June, make some drastic decisions to start focusing on eliminating those distractions around you so you can do the meaningful work. Okay, because what these algorithms are going to do, they're going to algorithm. Okay, and they are designed to do that. So you are designed to take control of whatever is controlling you and have dominion over it. Paul tells us in one of the letters in the Bible, in the New Testament, he tells us, even though something can be beneficial, it doesn't mean it's good for me, right? Some things could be good, but they're not beneficial, you know. So he just kind of reiterates back and forth. Just because it's good doesn't mean it's beneficial. Just because it's beneficial doesn't mean it's good. And so with us as well, just because something looks good does not necessarily mean it's beneficial for you. It might be beneficial for somebody else. Okay, and you need to manage your time. You need to manage your focus. You need to have the right meaningful communication with the right people so you are able to show up the best way you can possibly show up. So I thought I should share that with you today because it's something that has helped me. I'm trying to get back to it. I did it very well back in 2020 and 21, and then I just went back to my habits. But now I'm trying to get back to what brought me a good success back in 2020 and 2021 for now 2025. So I hope that this helps someone who might be struggling with focusing and is distracted. It might be a bit extreme, but you need to obviously align with what works for you. Okay, and have an awesome day, guys. Bye.